Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Max Daumann has every right to feel thoroughly chuffed after his sparkling display against Girona. The 16-year-old Arsenal Academy graduate lit up the pre-season friendly with a goal and an assist as the Gunners strolled to a comfortable 4-1 victory in Spain. Full of dribbling flair, sharp vision and a composure that belied his tender years, it was the sort of performance that makes one sit up and take notice. Thierry Henry reaching out afterwards speaks volumes. The Arsenal legend and former Invincible took the time to send a personal message, telling the lad, "Keep going like this and the sky's the limit." Those words from a man who once terrorized defenses across Europe will no doubt resonate deeply. The youngster himself sounded suitably humble yet delighted, putting the team's victory first before admitting the thrill of hearing from the king himself. Kai Havertz has also come out of the affair rather well, taking the teenager under his wing like a proper big brother both on and off the pitch. Gold dust for any academy prospect trying to break through. At 6 foot tall with a wand of a left foot, Daumann possesses the physical tools and technical quality to trouble Premier League defenses before too long. Arsenal supporters have every reason to be excited. He already has first-team minutes under his belt and now this glowing endorsement from Henry. Of course the road ahead remains long and demanding. Pre-season friendlies are one thing, the intensity of the Premier League quite another, and careful management of his development will be key. For now, though, young Max can enjoy the moment. A fine performance, a personal word from an Arsenal icon and the backing of senior pros like Havertz. It's the perfect platform for what could prove a very bright future at the Emirates. The lad truly has the world at his feet. Sergio Ramos speak out about losing Vinicius Jr over wages would be madness for Real Madrid. Former Real Madrid captain Sergio Ramos has delivered a candid assessment of the possibility that the Spanish giants could lose Vinicius Jr. The Spanish legend focused on the remarkable transformation the Brazilian has undergone since first arriving at the Santiago Bernabeu. Ramos recalled the early struggles of Vinicius's career in Madrid. At that time, the young forward frequently frustrated his teammates with an individualistic style that prioritized dribbling past opponents and attempting to finish moves single-handedly. Over time, however, Vinicius has displayed significant maturity. His decision-making has improved markedly, his understanding of the game has deepened, and he has developed into one of Real Madrid's most valuable assets. Even the arrival of Kylian Mbappé has not diminished Vinicius's importance. According to Ramos, the Brazilian's contribution remains fundamental and beyond question within the squad. Sergio Ramos said, "If you had asked me this question a few years ago, when Vinicius had just joined Real Madrid, I might have said I wouldn't mind letting him go. Back then he was very frustrating. All he wanted to do was run, take on everyone, dribble past the entire team and try to score by himself. I used to tell him, 'Hey, kid, you're not Messi. You have to play with the team.' Because the reality is that only Messi can do that consistently at the highest level. But over time things changed. He started to understand the game better. His maturity kept growing, his decision-making improved, and that is the part that makes me happiest. Seeing that evolution is what every senior player wants. Now it's common knowledge Vinicius has been Real Madrid's best player for some time. Even with Mbappé's arrival, no one can question how important he is to this team. Losing a player like that over a salary issue would be crazy. I don't see it as him trying to make himself bigger than the club. It's natural to demand more when you're performing at that level. He has shown his love for Real Madrid over many years. Tell me, how many wingers in the world can do what he does? Players like Vinicius are extremely rare. Right now, maybe only Lamine is in that conversation, and even then, Vinicius is still at the top. And if Arsenal are lucky enough to sign him, believe me, it would be a huge loss for Real Madrid. Ramos stressed that Vinicius's demand for a higher salary is entirely reasonable given his performances at the highest level. He does not view it as an attempt by the player to place himself above the club. The former defender went on to highlight just how rare a talent like Vinicius is. Very few wide players in world football are capable of matching his contribution, with Lamine Yamal currently the only name worthy of serious comparison. Should Arsenal succeed in signing him, Real Madrid would suffer a significant loss. Allowing an asset of Vinicius's quality to leave purely because of contractual negotiations would represent a managerial failure that would be difficult to accept. Ramos's comments further underline Vinicius's status as one of the most important players in the modern Real Madrid era. The club now faces a crucial decision: retain the Brazilian star or risk losing him in the near future. Solis draws measured parallels with Villa as he begins life at Arsenal. Christos Solis's recent remarks drawing parallels between his own game and that of David Villa strike a rather measured and self-aware note. The young Greek, freshly arrived at Arsenal from Club Brugge, has been careful to stress that he is by no means placing himself on the same pedestal as the Spanish legend. Villa, of course, remains one of the finest finishers of his generation. Spain's all-time leading scorer, a World Cup winner, and a player who thrived as an inside forward rather than a conventional center-forward or touchline-hugging winger. He specialized in drifting into the left half spaces, always hunting goals with sharp movement and clinical composure. Solis describes himself in similar terms. He is not, by his own admission, a typical wide player content to stay out on the flank. Instead, he prefers to cut inside, operate in those same half spaces, and look for opportunities to score or create. The comparison, limited though it is, rests on this shared preference for inverted, goal-oriented play. Physically, there are modest similarities too. Neither man is particularly tall, and both have relied on a low center of gravity, quick feet, and the ability to turn sharply in tight areas. Villa made a career of punishing defenders in those confined spaces. Solis clearly aspires to the same efficiency. Context, however, is everything. Villa performed at the very highest level for club and country over many seasons. Solis has only recently rediscovered his best form after a difficult spell at Norwich. His 2 seasons in Belgium produced prolific numbers, but the Jupiler Pro League is a different proposition from the Premier League. Arsenal's style under Mikel Arteta may suit him. The manager has long favored inverted wide players who combine attacking threat with defensive discipline, and the number 17 shirt that Solis has inherited once belonged to Alexis Sanchez, another energetic, goal-hungry left-sided forward. Yet any comparison with Villa must remain firmly grounded. The Spaniard was a proven world-class talent. Solis is still establishing himself at the top level. The step up in intensity, physicality, and tactical sophistication will test him thoroughly. Supporters will watch with interest to see whether the young Greek can translate his Belgian productivity into consistent Premier League performances. Early signs of confidence and clear self-knowledge are encouraging. Ultimately, Solis has set himself an ambitious stylistic model. If he can approximate even a fraction of Villa's instinct and finishing while adapting to English football's demands, Arsenal may have found a useful addition. The coming months will reveal how realistic that ambition proves to be. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!